Hey beer community, I would like to give you a short walkthrough over the Markdown plugin that I created. And to get that started, I suggest that we start with the installation. So I head over to the article, scroll down to the JavaScript that needs to be embedded in your dashboard. So I copy that to the clipboard, go to my dashboard, configuration, and put it in the footer content, click save. And then when I go over to one of my draft articles right now, so you can see there is no Markdown toolbar. I hit refresh and there it is already. Nice. And as you can see, you have some nice functionalities for marking text bold and italic, strike through. You can highlight them, you can insert links, insert images, quotes, code blocks, and so on. But before we go into the details, let's start with the configuration menu. Because what you can do is essentially you can customize the look and feel of the Markdown toolbar to your needs. So I personally don't use bold and italic, so this is very easy to type on the keyboard, so I don't want to see them. So same for headings, very easy. Inserting links and images is something I use very often, and there's also some smartness in these functions. I show this to you in a second. Quotes are also very easy to type. Same goes for the rest. I don't use tables and footnotes, so I keep this switched off. Then there is some additional functionalities, so you can enable a character counter that shows you how much you already typed. Then there are some action buttons. Let's enable them all. There's a full screen button, and there's also an undo and redo button, and there is a custom snippet button. So what this essentially is doing, you can add any kind of content. It could be an HTML snippet, could be like these tiny stars that I use very often for reviews, for books and movies and these kind of things. So I enable this as well. And there is also an opportunity to use OpenAI to generate alt text. So image descriptions essentially for images that you upload. So I enable this here as well. Click save. Yeah, as you can see, the toolbar looks very different right now. So a lot of these buttons I don't use often. I disable, so they are gone. And now we have some more new buttons. Let's explore them together. So let's start maybe with the buttons you can see on the left side. So if I click the arrow, I go back to the list of my posts. So I go back, then this is the publish button, then there is a save button, also very easy, and then there's the preview button, and the nice thing is that the preview is directly rendered in the editor. And even more interesting, so let's go here and let's add a headline, and I don't need to save this anymore. I just go to the preview and it's already there, right? So preview automatically saves the article. There's a delete function. Yeah, that's already essentially it. Now let's use some of these other buttons. Let's say you would like to add an image. You can go to the upload functions, then the image was uploaded to be a block. And now I use this magic hand here to generate an alt text. Let's see if that works. Okay, now you can see in German image description for that picture. So that obviously already worked. So nice. But what you also can do is, and for that, let's go over to Google and let's look up an image. And let's copy this image URL in the clipboard. And now I click the image button again, and it automatically detects the image URL. And I can just say, hey, I want to use this URL, and now I have essentially linked to this image. Let's click the preview button. And there you. Okay, then let's do this magic. Maybe we change the language here. Let's go with English for the alt text. See if that works. Yeah, as you can see, there's now an English image description here. Okay, so what else can we do? So let's go back here and let's say you would like to link to this website. Now go back here in the article and say, hey, okay, this is where we would like to have the link. Then I click this button. What you can see is it automatically adds the hyperlink to the website. If I go to preview, it should render the link here automatically. Okay, so that is essentially for the most relevant functions already it. There are some undo and redo buttons here that I can use. And then there is also a nice focus mode, which I like to use very often as well, because it really keeps me focused on, helps me to keep focused on the writing, on the content. So, and here essentially everything works the same like in the normal editor, as you have seen. There is the button where you can add your custom snippet, as I showed you. Then there is these buttons where I can add a smart info box. If I now go to preview again, I have just a very small information box here. There are some stars. So I guess essentially you get it how it works. And yeah, that's already it as a short introduction. Yeah, I hope you like it. And if you have feedback, would like to give, to say thank you or whatever, feel free to reach out. Thanks. Ciao.